Hi, I'm David Norland. I'm the composer on HBO's My Dinner with Herve.
What is it?
This is where she was standing when I first saw her. Come in.
My Dinner with Herve is based on a real-life experience, my experience coming to LA in the summer of 1993 to interview Hervé Villechaize, the then somewhat fading star of the world's most popular show only a few years before, Fantasy Island.
So one of the great things about working on this project was it brought me back together with Sacha Gervasi.
I met David in 1979.
We used to be in a band together. I was the terrible drummer who got fired. He was the actual only musician in the band.
David was such a brilliant talent, having been trained classically. I mean, he could play almost any instrument, he could sing brilliantly, he could orchestrate. I couldn't be luckier having someone that I know so well who is so talented to work on the films that I particularly love.
For the score for My Dinner with Herve, we knew it was going to be an orchestral score, certainly with strings. I didn't really want to write a big string section. I wanted something a little more intimate. We eventually settled for an orchestra of about 25 pieces, which is big enough to provide warmth, but it's also small enough to give us a degree of intimacy, which the film and the story really asks for.
And what's great working with David is we just have a long lead time. I sent him the script 2 or 3 years ago, and he would send me little pieces of composition even before I turned the camera.
And then the risk that you run is that a lot of it doesn't then work to picture, but at least you started the dialogue with the director then at that point.
And with Dave, I'll show him the scene and I'll maybe say, look, something like this, and I'll throw on, something terrible as he'll roll his eyes and go, I can do better than that. And each time he does.
Because at the end of the day, the whole deal is, here's somebody telling the story, how can I help this story be told? So one of the cool moments in the score, and one of the moments I'm personally quite proud of, is little Hervé. He's just a kid, and his father is taking him for medical treatments to try and cure his dwarfism and get him to grow. And the medical treatment is that they wheel in a sheep and slit its throat and pull the marrow out of its spine and then inject it into the spine of the kid. And the most beautiful thing about it is his father is lying next to him, because his father has said to him, I will never ask you to do anything that I wouldn't do for myself. So his father is going to have the injection in his spine as well. The music over that is kind of horror music. It's really dark and discordant, and we're seeing these horrible things happening. And this soft, sad theme then turns into just a heartbreaking 4 chords on a small string section.
It's very ethereal, it's very tender, it's fragile.
And scenes like that are really exciting to score because you get to pull all of these things out of the crayon box, basically.
He's able to touch your heart with what he composes, and really that's the point of what I'm doing too. So if we're lucky enough, we get to work together and really do something that we hope reaches the audience.
My favourite thing about being a composer is not only that I get to make music all day long, which is all I ever wanted to do, but also that I don't just get to do it in isolation, but I get to be part of a collaborative team telling a story. And so there's automatically inspiration there, there's automatically feedback there, because I don't think that the purpose of the score is to stick its hand up and say, notice me. I think it's there to support the story and the broader picture and the broader intent of the filmmakers.